MMO.
Well, they took Angry Joe's suggestion. Look, this is over 10 years later, and it's the exact same entries for best MMO that you would have had back then. Yeah, okay, someone's spamming very hateful stuff in my chat right now. I don't know what any of this is about. I don't know what any of that's about. I don't know. This RFK guy's on something. We're taking the fluoride out the water. That's every stream she does. Every stream she does. This is totally insane. You have no taste. You spent 9 months working on a 35-minute YouTube video where you present the results of a couple of polls. Ages ago, I was going to cover this, but I didn't because I forgot about it. The real video game awards. Do we know about this? Do we know about the real video game awards? Stuttering Craig, his name is, old screw attack guy from Sidewinders, did a fundraiser to make his own award show, own game award show, to rival Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards. Obviously, we watch The Game Awards on stream whenever it happens. We watch Game Awards, watch State of Play, we watch anything Jeff Keighley does. I love Jeff Keighley. Guys, we all love Jeff Keighley, don't we? We're all huge Jeff Keighley fans here, aren't we? We all love Jeff Keighley. Do we need to be reminded how epic Jeff Keighley is?
In order to help you understand...
Where's the interview?
Texas to interview you, man. And he smiled back and said, Angry Joe, you gonna rip the VGAs this year? And then I said, I gotta see the show first, man. I'll be right over there. Make sure that we get our interview, all right? And he said, yeah, man. That right there. I put my guard down a little bit. I thought this guy was ready and willing to talk to us in a serious way. I was wrong. I was wrong.
You're gonna give me 1 minute. I gotta make a show. Let's go.
That little smile he has, that is years of training. And that's proven by what follows next.
So first, I'm gonna show you the interview in its entirety. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna comment on it. And we're gonna see exactly what happened.
So Jeff finally appears at the last possible second. He says, you have 2 minutes, Joe. Let's go, let's go. You can catch the end of my disappointment explanation that we were supposed to get more time, and Chris tries best to restart the camera.
Alright, I'm here with Jeff, who, I have a bone to pick with this particular man, alright? He is the executive producer for the VGAs. You have a lot of questions to answer for it. Now, I hope that... Let's see, who is this?
Adeline McCourt. What's to be angry about there, Joe? Come on.
There's nothing to be angry about that. All right. Basically, a lot of people, I feel, think that the VGAs have turned into maybe just one big advertisement, one big marketing thing, and essentially a big joke. But year after year, it seems the VGAs seem to get better. And I just want to make sure that that consistently happens. So,
well, you gotta let me know after you see the show tonight. What do you think?
Well, I will let you know what I think of the
You'll
show
post a video
afterwards.
about it.
Yeah, I'll
But
post.
you know what's great about this show, I think, is that it works for gamers. The gamers love the world premieres, and I think it also it shows the best of our industry to a wider, more.
Here's the problem with particular
Okay,
categories.
this is just Joe getting mugged the whole time. Jeff is just like so based.
Best independent game fueled by Mountain Dew.
Well,
it kind of takes away. Yeah.
We don't have that category this show.
Oh, so you took away the best independent game fueled by Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. We have
okay.
best independent game, which is being presented by Guillermo del Toro tonight.
Love it. Love it. See, that is improvement. That's improvement.
It absolutely just raped. Yeah, we're not doing the Mountain Dew sponsored category this year. Guillermo del Toro is presenting our indie award. Goes, oh, that's improvement, Jeff, that's improvement. You're raped. You're totally raped, bro. You're owned.
Basically, what?
And he's looking away again. And he's looking away. He's now looking at the red carpet. Fuck you, Joe.
This is a worse environment to conduct an interview in. Essentially.
Oh, this is a terrible environment for an interview.
Essentially.
One more question. What do you got?
What's with the lack of underrepresentation of PC gaming? Where's the MMO categories? It's a huge market, and yet there's no PC games, no strategy games, no MMOs.
Well, we have a best PC game category. Civ's nominated, StarCraft's nominated.
What happened to
nominated for
MMOs?
Studio of the Year. What MMOs should have been nominated for Game of the Year this
There
year?
are so many.
Dude, this
MMOs.
is so based, dude. This is awesome.
Was that like Dungeon Fighter Online? There's one example. You could also, what other games? Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy MMO
Yeah,
this year.
not this year. Not this year.
Exactly. Didn't come out this year.
Okay, stop right here. You can tell right away this guy's fucking with me. Final Fantasy didn't come out this year. He said it himself. It didn't come out this year. Yes, it did. He was trying to put me on my back foot the whole interview. Trying to make me answer for things. You run the show. You need to answer for things. If you don't know what MMOs came out this year, no wonder there's no MMO category.
What other games? Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy MMO
Yeah,
this year.
not this year. Not this year.
Exactly. Didn't come out this year.
For those that
Well, then why did you say it? You got totally raped. This year? Well, not this year. He didn't say anything.
don't know, like Jeff here, Final Fantasy XIV Online, an MMO, came out September 21st of 2010. And that's just Final Fantasy. Why am I answering what MMOs came out this year? You run the awards show, remember? How about Star Trek Online? I know it wasn't very good. Or how about all of the free-to-play MMOs that are released? There are plenty of good ones. Just because it's not a major title doesn't mean it does not deserve an
Just
award
seething.
or recognition.
Keep going, Joe.
Oh, you gonna take another question? Okay, so.
No, I'm just saying, so I get your point.
I get my point. Who selects the games, and what are their qualifications to select the games that get voted on this
Pretty public. It's an
contest?
advisory board of journalists from all the top publications, GameSpot, IGN,
Are you serious?
Entertainment Weekly. Yeah.
That's new information to us. That's
it's
perfect.
Very publicly
Do you
available,
think-
Joe. If you look online,
Do you
can
think
find
that the
it
Video
anywhere
Game Awards, so that's basically like a Video Game Awards Academy?
That's correct. Yes.
Well, hey, I'm glad to hear it. You heard it here
So
first.
I
If
feel like
these
you
video
need to do a little more research before you attack us this time.
Oh, snap.
This is not how I wanted to do it.
Come
sir.
on, you're
can't-
attacking me on the
it's a
independent game,
basically-
which is
look,
not what it is this year. You're telling me MMO should be nominated for Game of the Year, yet you can't name the MMOs it should be.
Look,
and you're
dude.
telling me that you don't know who's voting on the awards when it's public. So, I mean, come on, man. You have these rants.
Look,
But they're
they're not thinly veiled, okay? Basically, I think that your show appeals to the lowest common denominator amongst
Dude,
gamers.
Jeff
Not
has just
every
got this guy by the throat. It's just so fucked up.
gamer is a slobbering idiot sitting on his mom's couch. That's what you appeal to. Back in 2002, you opened the show with Jenna Jameson basically saying that she's gonna just take off her clothes. Do you think that's the kind of content that real gamers want in their premier gaming show?
That's 2002. I think it's a new show.
When were you the executive producer?
I started, I'm executive in charge of publisher relations starting, I think maybe 2007 or so.
2007. Okay, so you weren't responsible for that.
Nothing to do with it.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have because all
glad
I
I came
want to
to-
do is improve the VGAs.
Thank
Okay.
you, Joe. Well, you watch the show. You let me know what you think. And we'll have another
If
conversation.
there's just
So
a few more
fast.
email questions, would you take email questions and maybe
Absolutely, sure.
absolutely?
Shoot me
Thank
an
you
email.
very much,
Joe,
sir.
thank
Thank
you,
you, Jeff.
Dude.
All right. Guy came at me hard. He really fucked with me, you know? There's an environment over here. Damn, man, it really pissed me the
Dude,
hell
he's
off.
coping.
He did his research. He was prepped.
He was ready for me.
That very first thing, he has me on my back foot right there. You have 2 minutes. Go, go.
So, they tried to come up. So, that's Jeff Keighley. That's Jeff Keighley, the GOAT. The GOAT, Jeff Keighley. He does the video game awards usually. Stuttering Craig wanted to try and take Jeff Keighley's job. Stuttering Craig of Sidewinders thought he could put up his own game awards show. He could do a fan-funded game awards show and rival the VGAs after the 20 years of work Jeff Keighley been putting in. So let's take a look. Let's watch the real Game Awards Where is it? The Real Game Awards. Now, this was fan-funded. I believe it was $30 to be able to vote. It was $30 to vote in this, okay? And 1,000 people voted. So this had a budget of $30,000. Okay? So bear that in mind. It's a 35-minute show. The VGAs, do we need to see a bit of the VGAs quickly? Like, VGAs get, you know, they get some awesome shit.
Now I'd like to introduce
full arena.
our next presenters. They're members of a Grammy award-winning band that I
Oh, full arena. Wait.
and Rivers Cuomo.
Weezer.
What's up? Just a warning, things are about to get heavy. If you got any earplugs, right now I'd like you to throw them away.
Wow, they got Rivers Cuomo, guys.
Also, if you have any
Most
religious
autistic man on
artifacts,
earth.
put those away. Just tuck them under your seats, because we're about to summon some dark spirits. Here's the composer of Devil May Cry 5, Casey Edwards, with vocals by Allie Edwards.
And they've got
performing
music performances. Let's go. Anyway, look, very difficult to compete with. Let's see what Stuttering Craig has put up. Newgrounds animation. Good start. Yeah, Newgrounds animation with no music, lame, dated video game references. And this is supposed to be Jeff Keighley, I guess.
Screw that Hollywood bullshit. This is for the fans.
With the dogshit AI Duke Nukem voice. So they're epically owning Jeff Keighley here with this flash animation. Jeff just owns these people. Jeff totally owns these people.
Screw that Hollywood bullshit. This is for the fans. Welcome to the Real Game Awards, baby.
Hey everybody, and welcome to
the Real Game Awards, right?
the Real Game Awards. I'm Stuttering Craig, and I want to let you know,
shot in an arcade, just shot in some random fucking arcade.
this is not an industry show. It's about you, the gaming community. And
With
that
background noise.
said, there's been a lot of talk about our awards show and some confusion
He's
about...
just gone to Dave and Buster's and said, "Hey, if I give you $100, can you let me stand in the corner and film next to those arcade machines?" Just went into Dave and Buster's and was like, "Hey, can you give me like a... It's a green screen. Is it not even a real arcade?"
But it is. So let me just kind of
Then why is there noise?
tell you exactly what it is and what you will and won't see on tonight's show. You will not see a 4-hour show with 3 of those hours being trailers that would have been paid for to be on here. You will see several indie devs who you suggested that we wanted to feature.
I don't think it's a green screen. You sure what? I get the lighting looks almost like it could be a green screen, but no, it seems like pretty consistent with the background. And there's background noise. There's background noise from the arcade.
For free. You won't see a giant industry circle jerk that just ignores all the issues that are affecting the industry.
No, he's in this arcade, I'm pretty sure. You're just wrong.
Who you suggested that we wanted to feature for free. You won't see a giant industry circle jerk that just ignores all the issues that are affecting the industry. You will see a show that celebrates the best and the worst in gaming in the past year. You won't see any awards that were voted on.
Yeah, like, look how this machine reflects light onto his arm, you fucking retards, yeah.
We'll
You guys
see
are one
a
minute.
show that
Let me
celebrates
move.
the best and the worst in gaming in the past year. You won't see any awards that were voted on by the gaming media.
Look, you can see here very clearly he is there. He's absolutely there. This is not a green screen.
Did you know that at Jeff Keighley's award show, 90% of the vote, 90% goes to media outlets? That means only 10% of the vote goes to you. They don't even think you should have a vote. See?
Every single major award show is voted on by people who are within that industry. And if I'm being completely honest with you, that's how it should be.
Does that make
Is that like a 144p video of Alyssa McCante? Is that what I'm seeing here?
People who are within that industry. And if I'm being completely honest with you, that's how it should be.
Does that make sense? No, of course not. Which is why you will see awards that were 100% voted on by you, our voting members. You won't see any celebrity cameos, I promise you that. You will see marginally successful YouTubers that you probably have never heard of before, and regular gamers like yourself to present awards. And you won't see acceptance speeches for winners because, let's be real,
Like, who is ever even really cut up about the result? Like, who gets upset about the Game Awards? I didn't realize there was even like an appetite for an alternate Game Awards. What games are not getting shown at the Game Awards that you think should? As far as I understand, basically all of the games they have were at the Game Awards too.
You don't care. You will see an award show that was built by you from the ground up. All categories, all nominees, and all voting done by you. And what I think doesn't matter. Ultimately, the Real Game Awards is a show for gamers, by gamers. Now with that said, I'm glad you're with us tonight. If you'd like to be a part and maybe help grow it moving forward,
I'm gonna
head over
probably
to
eat.
therealgameawards.com and consider becoming a voting member. We greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get to the awards for the first category, Best Story. Hey, games give us thrilling action, but others capture our hearts with unforgettable storytelling. Your nominees are Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, and Like a Dragon.
I feel like I need to know what other games came out last year. The idea that Metaphor isn't on here. I didn't finish Metaphor, but I feel like that's got to be better than fucking Black Myth Wukong, at least. I don't think it was this year, was it? This was 2 months ago. This came out 2 months ago. Metaphor came out longer ago than that. Like what? Black Myth Wukong had the best story. I don't believe you for a fucking second. I don't believe anyone that says that. Like a Dragon, I don't really believe that you think that is the best story ever, either, to be honest. Best story of the year, either. Yeah, this is best story. This is best story. Let me look through my Steam story games last year. I feel like Metaphor should have been on there, no? I think Metaphor should have been on there. The idea it wasn't is just strange. I don't get that.
Infinite Wealth. And the Real Game Award for Best Story goes to, with 32% of your votes, Black Myth Wukong. Hey, congrats, Game Science.
Like, what Black Myth Wukong story? What is the amazing part of Black Myth Wukong story? Is it not just Journey to the West? Is it not just Journey to the West, but edgy? Best story.
Presenting the award for Best MMO, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards and producer at RetroWare Games, Justin Silverman.
You might have forgotten what the MMO acronym actually stands for after all these years. Let me remind you, massively multiplayer online. But what does it stand for emotionally? It's a bunch of strangers banding together under one banner.
Oh, it's this guy. Dude, I remember this guy. Who remembers this fucking guy? Who remembers this guy? Who remembers... Did they have a channel called, like, Underbelly at one point?
You might have forgotten what the MMO acronym actually stands for after all these years. Let me remind you, massively multiplayer online. But what does it stand for?
Yeah, he was on. Oh man, this is like old. Is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Station podcast. Sometimes it works.
Dude, this was like where? Okay. So yeah, this guy went on Total Biscuits podcast with Jesse Cox and Dodger many years ago, and it was like an incredibly awkward podcast episode.
Unplug this thing.
Guest switches computer now. So his highlights. Okay, I remember watching this when it happened.
Is this? And I'm like, no.
So he switches computer to have his roommate in the background.
I'm not actually.
God, here's the problem. Oh, we've had a computer switch.
I was gonna say, new computer.
Sorry, is my mic okay still?
Sounds fine
Yeah,
by
no,
me.
your mic sounds great.
Yep.
Sorry,
So-
shit happens.
Apparently. It's going to be one of those days, I can tell.
I like
anyway,
our new guest star as well.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
You know,
I
just
guess.
lounging
He's
seductively
okay.
in the background.
I don't know that much about him, but I'm not going to prejudge.
So
Oh, he's using a Mac. No wonder it's not working.
Wow. So, roommate moves to flash his ass crack into the camera.
But the point is that if you have a lot of, say, Twitter followers or Facebook followers or YouTube followers or anything like that, I don't think you can really appreciate until you have that the sheer volume of stuff that comes your way every minute of the day.
So you can just
Like,
see
it's
his
a lot of
fucking
words.
ass.
It's a lot of words. It's like thousands of people all trying to talk to you at once and then getting progressively more irate because you didn't respond to them specifically, even though you couldn't distinguish them from the rest of the other people. It's, yeah, but again, whatever.
channel. Other than that, I have touched nothing.
So then
every
he's
single one
just
I've had has been
flipping the
trying to
camera
get her.
off.
And I finally fixed her. And in the end, she kind of fixed me.
Well, that's adorable. Thank you for that.
So, and then he starts
But
talking
my
here.
God, it's so
This is
much
classic
fun to play
stuff.
on. And I'm actually now playing more PC or...
We're doing a podcast.
What are these people? Who are these people?
That's
Cox,
Duger, and
and tuberculosis.
That's them. They're my only friends.
Oh, that's
You nailed it. That's our names.
talking about?
I don't know. We're
What
talking.
you possibly
He
be talking
showed us
about?
some sort of PC Game Gear, and they talked about it for like 10 minutes.
A Game Gear?
Yeah,
I have a Game Gear.
yeah, we have a Game Gear. Yours is like heavier and has yours costs money.
less battery life,
That's
probably.
money. I don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I love it.
They're all laughing at me.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they can hear you here. Do you
We're
want
laughing with you.
They can't hear
It's
me?
okay.
I don't. Oh, they can hear you, but you can't hear them.
Oh, now
no,
it's
I
gone
can't
now.
hear you. It's probably better.
You want?
Why do I-
This kind of gay.
What do I?
Let's you go this. There you go. You got that?
Hey!
I don't think they're saying anything.
Oh hi.
Oh, they're
Hey.
not.
Oh, there they go.
We were just being deliberately
Hi.
silent just to make you uncomfortable. It seems to work.
No, it's fine. I've been doing that for the past hour. You guys have been talking.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So
What
I
are
should
we
ask
talking
you
about?
guys then, what have both of you been playing this week?
Oh, what a lovely
With
question.
each
we got.
other.
Yeah.
Got him.
You got us.
I got him.
Honestly, games are just too expensive nowadays, and you know, I don't have the time or you know to put into a game that's just going to be awful. So I don't know. You alright?
You're listed as Underbelly show in that thing. What's that all about?
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be Silvermania. So It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm on
It's
both,
fine.
I guess.
I guess I'm Underbelly show now.
Nice.
Yeah. I am Underbelly show.
But I guess because we don't just do gaming stuff.
It's 11 years
we
old.
See movies and things like that too. So
So they have these
I don't know.
just incredibly
I think if
awkward
we just keep
interactions.
doing it, we're going to get more and more great reactions out of it.
What else is there?
What else did you play? Or did I play? Did I play anything?
No, I wanted to play BioShock Infinite, but I haven't played that yet.
Whatever.
Okay.
I play like old games, so I don't know.
Such
He's
as?
played.
Yeah. They haven't put out a good rail shooter in a while. What's that all about?
Yeah, you just need a Wii. They've got loads of them.
Yeah, but that's a little different.
I think, look, you get the idea. They just talk like shit.
Like, when I think of a rail shooter, I think of like Panzer Dragoon or something like that.
Is that the guy's cock falls off in Cyberpunk on the left? Yes.
There you go.
Fair.
Star Fox.
Very fair.
Can the Game Gear you have can you do a rail
Is it
shooter
like
on that?
augmented reality?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't
Well, I
you
mean,
bought it.
it's a yours is a mobile thing, right? It's a tablet
Yeah.
TV. Yeah. So there are rail shooters on tablets.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Rail shooters are not exactly a genre I play a lot of.
So yeah, this was just incredibly awkward.
On the gaming side of things.
Word.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Here's something a little bit movie related.
Yes.
I watched the first hour of Noobs on Netflix.
Awful.
What is that?
Shit.
I went to the premiere last year at when E3 was. I got I know a guy, I got a limo ride there, red carpet, got to do the whole thing there, and I saw it. And then I went in the limo afterwards, and I talked to the director and the producer, and they're like, "You have any notes?" And I'm like, "Dude, this is awful." I'm like, "Change all this," and they're like, "It made money, so who cares?" And I'm like,
"Well, that's exactly it, isn't it?" That's like
I think he's just lying here.
I mean, if you wanted to make
Just totally lying. And then eventually
or whatever you want to call it.
You can watch Gamer.
Game is pretty bad.
they have a little argument at the end.
Tuberculosis over here.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come
He's
back, we'll be
cynical.
talking a
What are you
little bit
gonna
about the news.
And then they kick him off. So you get the point here. Anyway, and then he did like this video. Coping,
Get
kinda.
right to the comments, shall we, gentlemen?
All right.
This should be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Here we go. The first series of comments are from the Game Station Network Spotlight introducing Underbelly.
Oh, I remember that one.
Link right here.
That was the episode where it was more like a podcast, where we sat on the
Yes.
black couch and just kind of talked about 1994. That's probably when he was born.
Well, or that's the number that was tattooed, but that's regardless.
Riddler251 says...
Yeah, anyway. You get the point. You get the point. But that's this guy, I think, right?
Emotionally, it's a bunch of strangers banding together under one banner to fight a common enemy. And sometimes each other. Just like all of you who've come together to vote on the best MMO of the year. And your nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, RuneScape, and Guild Wars. And the real Game Award for Best MMO.
Well,
goes
they
to-
took Angry Joe's suggestion. Look, this is over 10 years later, and it's the exact same entries for best MMO that you would have had back then.
with a massive 60.
It's almost like it's a totally fucking dead genre that doesn't need an award at an award show. It's almost like it would be impossible to do an award for best MMO every year without just having the same 4 games every fucking time.
percent of the vote. Final Fantasy XIV. Wow. 4 games that launched anywhere between 14 to 24 years ago. Yeah, you guys pick nothing new, huh? I guess that makes sense. The MMO genre is a lot like a good D&D campaign. If the players are really invested and happy, and the devs are paying attention, it'll last forever. And let's hope this award show has that same kind of dedicated support. Appreciate you guys, and thanks for letting me be here.
Presenting the award for Best Racing Game, YouTuber and professional race car driver, Camelot331.
Few genres are as fast-paced and adrenaline-fueled as racing games, and trust me, I know. I'm a professional racer.
Disgusting wife beater, absolutely disgusting wife beater in a dark room. Play button on the wall behind him. Tipped over monster. Dude, you know this guy's room's a shithole. You know he's hiding a shithole room. There is a tipped over monster can right behind him with what looks like a second monster can right behind it. A second monster can right there. The monster laying on the side. That you know this guy's room is a shithole if you could see any of it. Living in filth.
I promise, okay? It's very, very true, okay? And usually I would say something about stunning graphics, but none of your nominees are really known for graphic powerhouses. They were really just built around fun. And your nominees for Best Racing Game are Park Garage Rally Circuit, Nightmare Kart, Victory Heat Rally. And the real Game Award for Best Racing Game goes to, with 54% of your vote, Nightmare Kart. Now look, we can't win them all, okay? Trust me, because I've won none of them, and I've never got to feel the crown on top of my head. But maybe you feel a little bit of that after this.
Now presenting the award for Biggest Cash Grab, the voice of a disenfranchised generation. It's a Gundam.
Sometimes it feels like the industry is more interested in our wallet.
Dude, It's a Gundam sucks so bad. This guy has sucked for years, and it's just so annoying that the most low IQ losers just get like endless careers.
In our enjoyment, the nominees for the biggest cash grabs that took monetization to outrageous new levels in 2024, leaving players feeling cheated. And your nominees are The Last of Us Part 2, Remastered, Horizon Zero Dawn, Remastered, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. And the Real Game Awards for biggest cash grab goes to Jeff Keighley for the 2024 Game Awards.
You don't get to say that when you took 30 grand to make this dog shit. Literally, I would keep Jeff Keighley's name out of your fucking mouth, frankly. If I was seen on this show, I would never utter the name Jeff Keighley again for as long as I live. He totally owns you. Jeff Keighley is introducing Devil Trigger with Weezer. What are you doing? Getting the music in your intro copyright struck so it's silent and shit, and standing around in an arcade in a Dave & Buster's with background noise bing bings going off behind you constantly while you try and talk.
Man, did he rake it in.
You can't criticize Jeff Keighley.
Ah, okay.
Well, 49% of your vote went to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Take that, Neil Druckmann, you dick. Percent of your vote.
To be honest, you know, they actually made the right decision on this award, I gotta say. I will say the voters made the right decision here. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, when they've already remastered Last of Us like 6 times as well. That is the cash grab. As much as I hate Horizon Zero Dawn, just a single remaster isn't that crazy. How do you even remaster Last of Us Part 2? That didn't come out that long ago. What? Okay, whatever. Star Wars Outlaws is an original game, though not original IP. I don't understand how Tekken 8 is a cash grab, aside from just saying that sequels are cash grabs. Fighting games make constant iterations on gameplay, change the meta. Like, you can call fighting game sequels cash grabs, but I mean, they're not really, like, it's just a stupid way of saying it. Like, yeah, they have to keep making installments to keep making money from the franchise. Does Tekken 8 have crazy microtransactions? It'd just be costumes and shit, right?
Went to The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Take that, Neil Druckmann, you dickbag.
All right, thanks, Papa Gundam. All right, let's hand out that Real Game Award for the best sports game.
I don't think you can call having cosmetics a cash grab. To get all the DLC they offer, it's over 1k. Yeah, but it's all costumes and shit. Like, yeah, if you wanted to get all the DLC for League of Legends, it would cost you like hundreds of thousands, I think. Having cosmetics is not being a cash grab.
And your nominees are NCAA College Football 25, Rocket League, WWE 2K24, and Harry Potter Quidditch. What? Okay, sounds good.
People spend like 50k on FIFA. Yeah, but Last of Us is a cash grab. Last of Us is absolutely a cash grab. FIFA's worse, though, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not called FIFA anymore, is it? The game's not even called FIFA, is it? It's like EA Football Club or whatever.
The Real Game Award for Best Sports Game goes to, with 51% of your vote, Rocket League. Congrats, guys. All right, as I mentioned throughout the Real Game Awards, we wanted to feature some amazing indie games and developers because guess what? Indie developers, they need as much love as they can possibly get. I mean, we're talking solo devs and small teams that are creating just amazing games. Some that.
So I don't know, people are saying these are green screens. This is not a green screen either. He's just at the bar at the Dave & Buster's now. That's all that's happened. He just moved to the bar in the Dave & Buster's. You can still hear the same noise in the background.
At a AAA,
it's got the same ceiling. It's got the same wall colors.
Titles that have massive budgets. These games have heart and are driven by teams with passion. And that is exactly why we love games to begin with. The best part about this, they don't even know they're going to be featured on our show tonight, which is part of the fun. Let's check out the trailer for our first indie title.
Right, he's got no style either. This guy's got no style. Think even back to early 2010s. Jeff Keighley pulling up in the bow tie. Jeff Keighley in the waistcoat and bow tie. And then Stuttering Craig standing here in just like the ugliest dog shit, autistic, polyester hoodie you've ever seen. With like this gross, like, what is it, like Joker style writing on the inside and this ugly graffiti on the sleeve. Zip-up hoodie too, not even a pullover. So zip-up hoodies, I gotta say, are like such autism clothing. Zip-up hoodies are giga autism clothing. You very rarely does someone wear a zip-up hoodie and not look like an autistic child. You almost always look like a retarded 13-year-old. You look like a Minecraft kid almost every time. Zip-up hoodies are so lacking in swag. Pullover is fine. You can plenty of pullovers are manageable. A Yeezy Gap pullover, perfectly good. Perfectly fine. But zip-up hoodies, especially like zip-up hoodies with any kind of graphic stuff or anything like that, are giga autism clothing. You look like a sped.
Avatar.
It's like it's because fucking autistic kids get like sensory issues with pullovers, and you know who the ones who had sensory issues with their pullover and started wearing zip-ups are. They're still wearing zip-ups as an adult, and you look at them and you're like, right, you look retarded right now. There's some like super heavy, like heavy cut fabric pullovers that can look good, but you never zip them up. You would never zip it up. Yeah, it's like zip ups are like no. You're saying pullover enjoyers buy clothes at Walmart. Yeah. Okay, you correct yourself. I was gonna say it's zip up enjoyers buy clothes at Walmart. Zip up hoodies are like that is the Walmart, the Tesco, the Target fit. That's what it 100% all the way. The Minecraft online merch store fit. I buy plenty of second-hand clothing once in a while.
Presenting the award for Husbando of the Year, Crazy Fox Lady VTuber Kirsche.
I was actually thinking of purchasing another Yeezy Gap hoodie. I was actually thinking of purchasing another second-hand Yeezy Gap hoodie.
Hi, I'm Kirsche, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award. Whether they were
they're incredibly comfortable.
a charismatic leader, or just plain swoon.
Dude, oh yes, okay. Oh, I'm so glad fucking Kirsche, dude. The lineup in this show is disgusting and shameful. Yeah, okay, someone's spamming very hateful stuff in my chat right now. I don't know what any of this is about. I don't know what any of that's about.
Crazy Fox Lady VTuber Kirsche.
Hi, I'm Kirsche, and I've got the honor of presenting this year's Husbando of the Year award.
Husbando of the Year, guys. Husbando of the Year. Sick of that. We're sick of that degenerate Hollywood stuff. Husbando of the Year. Okay.
Whether they were the ultimate ally, a charismatic leader, or just plain swoon-worthy, the nominees for Husbando of the Year showed us what true loyalty and charm looks like in 2024. And your nominees are Kazuma Kiryu, Barrett Wallace, Broly, and Ichiban Kasuga, and the Real Game Award for
Yeah, I don't understand Broly. What? This is just the woman rape fetish coming out again. As the owner of the United States of Ubisoft, I declare SmashJT's marriage to his mother illegal, and he should be sent to Devry University again as punishment. What?
Bondo of the Year, with 41% of your vote, goes to Barrett Wallace. I have got.
I'm spreading the malicious rumor that SmashJT is actually married to his mother.
To respect a himbo who likes guns so much he grafts one right onto his freaking arm. I really hope.
I like not funny, not entertaining, not funny, not edgy, not funny, not cool.
I have got to respect a himbo who likes guns so much he grafts one right onto his freaking arm. I really hope he takes it off at bedtime, though. Things could get awkward real fast if he's got a hair trigger and no safety. But seriously, a stand up for his principles, loyal till the end kind of guy, a loving father, and a beefcake? What more could you want in a husbando? Definitely a deserved win for our guy, Barrett.
Presenting the award for Waifu of the Year, producer
Disgusting.
for Nerdrotic and co-
Yeah, I hate the forced voice she's putting on. You are trailer trash. You are the most wretched trailer trash. Go watch one of her streams. She's sitting there. I didn't know this RFK guy's on something. We're taking the fluoride out the water. That's every stream she does. Every stream she does. And then she comes in and she's like, doing this fucking, like, this awful, you know, like, I don't know what you'd even call it. Like, the sultry voice. The sultry anime voice. Like, God, you're so disgusting. And there's a bunch of disgusting, fat, ugly incel losers watching this shit who... Again, they're like, get got by that too. They're like, oh my god, the VTuber is so hot. Oh my god, the model's got fat tits.
And for our guy, Barrett.
Presenting the award for Waifu of the Year, producer for Nerdrotic and co-host of Poor Choices and Saucy Saturdays, X-Ray Girl.
Fierce, brilliant, and unforgettable. Waifus hold a special place in our hearts. The nominees for Waifu of the Year were the perfect companions for our adventures in 2024. And your nominees are Eve, Tifa, Bernice, Juliet.
Easy. Absolutely the easiest choice ever. Easiest choice ever.
Bernice,
Not even a choice.
Juliet. And the Real Game Award for Waifu of the Year goes to, with 49%.
What? Bernice dead last? What? Dude, fuck Stellar Blade. Fuck Stellar Blade. Fuck this game. This shit rigged as fuck. Dude, why do they all suck off Stellar Blade so hard? It sucks. Stellar Blade sucks. I'm sorry, how do you even come up with this? You have to be some kind of fucking retard, okay? Okay, I'm going to engage with this. I'm going to engage with this retarded fucking award. This award is, quote-unquote, Waifu of the Year. Okay? If you're going to engage with the selection of waifus, which I don't do, because that is truly some degenerate, wretched behavior to engage in the whole waifu culture stuff. Okay? Now, if you are going to engage with that, you have to think a little bit harder than just, oh, here's my mannequin mass-produced Korean submissive robot girl. Like, she is the most stock Asian, retarded, nothing character ever. It's just literally Chinese, Korean sex doll. That's it. That's all there is. That's all it is. Tifa has a story, has an arc, has some personality. There's something there. Classic choice, Tifa. I would be fine with Tifa winning. Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw. Honestly, would be fine with her winning. It's a very stylized game. She does have a bit more of a personality. The game's obviously made by James Gunn, so it's a lot more, you know, there is a lot more expression. There's a lot more expressiveness in that game. Bernice, I think, easy best choice. First of all, the only one that's actually from 2024, right? Out of those three, other than Stellar Blade. Bernice is the only actual one that's actually from 2024. Tifa and Juliet are from, like, ages ago. These are, like, old as fuck characters. Why Eve from Stellar Blade? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Bernice has, like, there's, like, the music video stuff. She's a fun character to play. Very good pick for a team. It's crazy to have Eve as the winner. It's not even that I'm mad. I'm not mad at the waifu award. I'm mad that the audience for this are so captured. They want women to be bots. It's not even that. It's not even that. It's not that they've picked this character because she is like a robot sex doll. They've picked her because she's the Stellar Blade character. It's not actually a judgment of how good the character is, or even how good of a quote-unquote waifu it is. It's a pure Stellar Blade is our political thing. It's our political rallying game. So we're picking that one. And that is the only decision-making that has happened here. Like, there is no judgment on the merits of the award.
% of your votes. Eve, and in all honesty, I enjoyed playing Stellar Blade.
Like, even if you're anti-woke, it makes more sense to vote Bernice. Eve is Sony, ultimately, and they did censorship on this game. Bernice is Chinese-owned. They will never put any ugly black people in that game. They will never censor a character for lefties. It's a Chinese game. They're making their money. They don't give a fuck.
Eve, and in all honesty, I enjoyed playing Stellar Blade so much, so I am so glad that Eve won. Oh my gosh, I played that game even twice. So, I'm very happy that she is the waifu of...
What, a purple-haired white neo-Nazi? What, this one? You're calling her a neo-Nazi, this kind of Asian woman a neo-Nazi? You're calling this person a neo-Nazi? Well, what's the basis for that?
The year.
Presenting the award for Best Third-Person Shooter, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, Alec Baldwin's Finger.
Third-person shooters combine strategic gameplay with immersive action. The nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter brought us precision, teamwork, and thrills from over-the-shoulder perspectives in 2024. And your nominees for Best Third-Person Shooter are Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, The First Descendant, and Earth Defense Force 6. And your winner of Best Third-Person Shooter goes to, with 52% of your vote, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2.
Was that the best third-person shooter last year? I mean, probably, to be honest. I played the most of Warhammer out of these, that's for sure.
With 52% of your vote, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. The Warhammer developers said they wanted to make a fun game and deserved to win this award.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals, true.
For more gaming content, please check out
Is that
my
out in
personal
time? Yeah,
YouTube
it must have
channel,
been.
Alec Baldwin's Finger.
He never, ever misses. Presenting the award for Best FPS is the excellence of elocution and author of Gothic Western Ghost of the Badlands, Razor Fist.
First-person shooters put us directly in the action, giving us pulse-pounding gameplay,
Fucking
intense
Razor
firefights,
Fist.
and unforgettable multiplayer moments like being called the hard R over an Xbox headset. The nominees for Best FPS set the standard for the genre in 2024, and your nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, RoboCop Rogue City, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl, and the Real Game Award for Best FPS goes...
Is that really the only FPS games released in 2024? Dude, I Am Your Beast, Mullet Mad Jack, Body Cam, like, really? None of these made it? Like...
Your nominees are Call of Duty Black...
These are the only ones.
Black Ops 6.
Slop, new installment of Call of Duty, that's exactly the same as all the rest. Stalker 2, which was totally fucking unfinished. Or RoboCop, a game that's like 3 hours long and costs $10.
RoboCop Rogue City. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. And the real game award for Best FPS goes to... For the 1000th time, oh, I'm sorry, wrong game awards. With 53% of your vote...
See, the Astrobot owns you. Astrobot totally owns you.
Shame, and just when we were about to enter Black Ops History Month. Well, congratulations, Robo, and stay out of trouble.
Now, we all know in 2024 there were some stupid decisions made by a lot of dumb companies in the gaming space, like Ubisoft's entire year. But we're not going to give an award to them this year. Who knows, maybe next year you'll want to make it a category or something. This year it's all about the best companies who went above and beyond to deliver great games, support their communities, and show what gaming companies...
what is it, the A-Life or whatever it's called in Stalker 2 is in, as far as I'm aware, so it's like playable.
...can achieve when they prioritize you. It's such a simple process, it's ridiculous. Your nominees for best company are From
Yo, how's it going, Dev?
Shift Up, Team Asobi, and Saber Interactive. And the Real Game Award for best company goes to, with 49% of your votes.
Oh wait, you fell out with these guys, didn't you, SFO? You fell out with these guys over your insurrection opinion, over acknowledging the obvious reality that January 6th was an attempt to overthrow the peaceful transfer of power.
From Software. Congrats, guys. And now let's take a look at the best fighting game. Your nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Tekken 8, and Under Night in Birth 2. And the Real Game Award for Best Fighting Game goes to, with 51% of your vote, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Here's another trailer.
Like, best fighting game? I get why it won. Like, yeah, it was fun. When we still need to run that rematch? Oh yeah, dude. Me and Gucci got matched in pubs on Sparking Zero around when it released. We are matched in random rank games off stream.
Here's another trailer for a great indie title by Altered Orbit Studios. You ever heard of them? Probably not, which is why we wanted to feature them. That's exactly the point of this. Here's a trailer for a brand new original shooter inspired by classics, featuring thrilling set pieces, destructibility, smart enemies, and a fleshed out story taking place with an immersive game world. This is...
It looked like trash, as Sparking Zero actually decent. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was really fun. It wasn't it's not like balanced. It's like a party game. If you play ranked, the team comps are just like cringe as fuck. Or they were when I played. They were like cringe as fuck. It was like all stall team comps where you have a bunch of like low value characters. But
Celico. I don't really know how to say it.
Wait, you fell out with Sargon? Dude, so that Lotus Eater is on some stupid shit recently. I gotta be real. I've covered a couple of their videos. Well, this game's in early access, technically, Shelby. Yeah, I've actually looked at this game on Steam before. I was considering buying it at one point, but I saw it only had like 2 chapters or something. But yeah, it looks pretty fun.
Audio director and sound designer known for his work on the Myth series, Oni, the Halo series, and Destiny, Marty
Wait, SFO, is there any big public bridge burning?
O'Donnell.
I haven't done Orange Random yet. No, I need to.
Big show. You know, multiplayer games bring us together, and whether it's through competitive matches or cooperative adventures, these nominees for Best Multiplayer Experience created communities, rivalries, and unforgettable gaming memories in 2024. And your nominees are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Helldivers 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Fortnite. And the Real Game Award for Best Multiplayer Experience goes to, with 52% of your vote, Helldivers 2. So, congratulations to the team at Arrowhead Game Studios. You made a game that I would have been proud to have been part of the team that made. You know, as a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, a few years ago, I was part of a team that made a game about orbital drop shock troopers who dropped feet first into hell. So, great game. Congratulations once again.
Presenting the award for Worst Bait and Switch, the YouTuber that rams pop culture, entertainment, and Hollywood news through the business financial lens of reality. Valiant Renegade.
Impressive stuff.
The bait.
I'm
and
sure this guy's
switch.
really smart.
One of the most egregious crimes that a business could commit against its own customer base. Promising one thing and delivering another. It's your old boy Valiant Renegade here, and the Renegade Nation is celebrating now roughly
Big ups,
4
Renegade
years
Nation.
on YouTube.
Big
and
ups.
Since day one, we have made a commitment, a pact to our audience out there to always put the business and financial lens of reality to Hollywood, to the entertainment industry, and in this case, to gaming. And the gaming industry has committed some serious crimes this year, but tonight, we are here to give you the 4 nominees for the worst bait and switch of the year for 2024. Not every game lives up to its promises, and in 2024...
They couldn't get cool backdrops at least. No wood panels, no red curtain. Total L. They lost.
The nominees for the worst bait and switch from a gaming company in 2024, which misled players with marketing, promised features, and just frankly didn't deliver on all the hype, are the following: Helldivers 2, Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, and finally Dragon Age: The Veilguard. And the worst bait and switch for 2024, with 42% of your vote, goes to Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Congratulations.
So what is the bait and switch? What's the bait and switch? Helldivers is there because of the Sony stuff, because of the Sony account stuff, PlayStation Network account stuff. That's why Helldivers is on the bait and switch. How is Dragon Age Veilguard a bait and switch? Yeah, they advertised a shit gay game. It was a shit, mass-produced, sanitized, high fantasy Dragon Age game, mainly targeted at LGBTQIA+ people. Yeah, I was on Facecam earlier, yeah. You look kind of like a chick. Thanks, man. Thanks, Dev. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. All right. So what is the bait and switch in Veilguard? This guy's not turning his camera on ever again after that. It's just because we hate Cheeto. Cheeto is not like a giga, he's not like a total freak looking guy, really, is he? But we do hate him.
Age, The Veilguard. Congratulations to Dragon Age: The Veilguard for s***ing more dick than Alyssa than a Thai massage parlor.
Presenting the award for Best RPG, board member of the Real Game Awards, Mark the Cyborg.
Role-playing games let us shape our stories and explore rich worlds filled with adventure, customization, and discovery. Your nominees for Best RPG in 2024 took us on unforgettable journeys, and your nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Unicorn Overlord, Metaphor Refantasio, and Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. And the real game
I think these are fine picks. I can't think of any other RPGs that came out last year. RPG 2024. I mean, Dragon's Dogma 2, probably not. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that really should have been there.
For Best RPG goes to, with 42% of your vote, Metaphor Refantasio. Honestly, great job on that one, voting members, because Metaphor was my personal game of the year. And honestly, if you've not played it, I would strongly recommend it. It has a phenomenal...
Dude, this is like such a classic, like, shitty setup, isn't it? Like, filming on the couch. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like a classic ghetto YouTuber setup. Like, filming on the couch with the mic stand coming in. Like, art piece is, like, kind of propped up behind you. Like, yeah.
Phenomenal story with some great characters. It plays similarly to Atlus's Persona games, but with a lot more tactical depth.
This guy's sitting here looking withered. It kind of reminds me of Solari. You know?
This video is
heavy Solari vibes. Where is he? No, he's in the bed in this
like
one.
A number.
Still kind of reminds me of that though.
Guess who's having to use a cold pack?
It's the red side. He get huge Solari vibes off of Mark the Cyborg here. You know what I mean?
So there's a little more strategy you can work in there. And the setting isn't a modern day Tokyo thing like the Persona games are. It's a high fantasy world.
Yeah, it's like very ghetto, very hopeless. Like, looks like they're not in a good place.
And all sorts of really cool stuff. You should really check it out.
Presenting the award for Best Action Game, editor of Clownfish TV, Neon.
Action games are at the heart of gaming, delivering fast-paced gameplay, epic moments, and unforgettable set pieces.
Wow, this is
the
epic
nominees
stuff.
For Best Action Game gave us the
little animation that doesn't line up with his speech at all. Cool.
rush we craved in 2024. And your nominees are Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Okay, well, I mean, I think Stellar Blade's gonna win this, but it fucking shouldn't. Action Games 2024. Wow, it was actually a rough year last year, wasn't it? Fuck, dude. It was a really rough year for action games. I mean, you could argue for Hi-Fi Rush, maybe? Was that last year? I don't know, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, Stellar Blade's gonna win this, obviously, because it's their political rallying game. But, yeah, this is slim pickings. This is terrible.
And the Real Game Award for Best Action Game goes to, with 34% of your vote, Stellar Blade.
The anti-woke crowd ended up being 100% wrong on the Stellar Blade censorship story. It ended up being a copyright story. The devs stole patented costumes and put them in the game.
Thank you so much for letting me announce the award, guys. This has been Neon from Clownfish TV. We will talk later.
Not every great game comes with a high price tag. The nominees for Best Value gave us great experiences without breaking the bank, proving that excellent gameplay doesn't have to come at a premium price. And your nominees for Best Value are Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, The First Descendant, Fortnite, and Palworld. And the Real Game Award for Best Value goes to, with 41%.
What a terrible selection and a terrible award. Best Value. Space Marine 2 was a full price fucking game. That was a full price game that had not a whole lot of content. Let's be totally serious here. First Descendant and Fortnite are both free-to-play dogshit cash grab, fucking constant microtransaction, you know, hand in your pocket all the time. And Palworld is, first of all, a shit game. That's the biggest point. Shit. Paint by numbers. Survival slop. It's also, unlike a bunch of these designs like AI, isn't that a thing? Yeah, like, no, people are disputing this. Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. You know, even if they're not AI, it's totally foreseeable. It was not just before the AI craze, it was already the AI craze. You just weren't paying attention. Many people are saying yes. Even if these aren't AI, they look like they could be, because they're very fucking generic and boring. Power World sucked. It always sucked. It was always terrible. People will just suck off anything that's like slightly different and does Pokemon. Because Game Freak refuses to try anything new. Power World fucking sucks.
% of your vote, Power World. Hey, congrats, Pocket Pair. Good luck with that lawsuit against Nintendo.
You can barely hear what fucking Stuttering Craig is saying in any of these shots because he chose to do this in Dave and Buster's. Yeah, and look, this is just so shit. Like, this huge empty space. This is so shit. Why do it here? Why'd you do it in Dave and Buster's?
Lawsuit against Nintendo.
Yeah, I people getting raped in chat right now. AVGM fans seething, crying. Look, okay, I will defend you, James Rolfe enjoyers. Okay, this guy is like super offline. He doesn't pay attention to fuck all. He probably just got asked by Stuttering Craig, who is known since like fucking Screw Attack days, to be on this shit. He doesn't pay attention to fuck all.
Let's play an NES game, something I've never played before. Hey, what's this? Huh? It's got my name on it? Just when I thought I've played every frustrating, ball-busting, rage-inducing game.
A friend of Craig's owns an arcade. Okay, that makes this even more shameful. They raised $30K to do this, and he didn't even like pay a Dave and Buster's to let him film there. He just asked his friend to let him film in his arcade. And the background noise fucking sucked, and the shots suck.
Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit. Let's see
Well, I'll
what you
turn my
got.
mic down a bit.
It doesn't just look like an 8-bit game, it is an 8-bit game made for actual NES hardware.
I should be better.
Talk about going back to the past. It's got all the usual customers, zombies, skeletons,
Am I too
disappearing
quiet now, or is it all
platforms,
good?
you name it. And of course, everything wants to kill you, especially the bosses. They're big, they're bad, and they're ugly. Some of these enemies I've faced before. Yeah, coming back to haunt me. This is personal.
Yeah! But you know what? This is no ordinary NES game. This is my NES game.
Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, coming soon to the original Nintendo Entertainment System on a real cartridge. And oh yeah, and the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, you know, Xbox, PC, and wishlisted on Steam.
Presenting the award for Best Early Access Game is Leet
So what, was
supporter
that
of
just
the
an
Real
ad?
Game
Wait.
Awards.
AVGN didn't even present an award, did he? He just advertised his game? Just showed up, advertised his game, and left. Okay, based, actually. That's based.
Jimmy.
Early access games are those that offer the players a unique experience to be part of a game's development journey, with some of the best experiences being that of a full game well before launch. The nominees for Best Early Access Game really set a new standard for what early access can be.
Oh, he
in
does an award
2022.
too, okay.
And your nominees are Hades 2, Power World, No Rest for the Wicked, and Delta Force. And the Real Game Award for Best Early Access Game
Hades
goes
2?
to, with 70% of your votes,
What? Literally the most retarded motherfuckers in the world voting on this. The most retarded, low IQ losers in the world voting on this. This is actual gamers, quote unquote, by the way, guys. This is what actual gamers think. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
So as a programmer myself, I really appreciate when developers offer early access because it gives unique insight into how a game evolves over time.
This is why industry panels and all this shit are a way better way of determining awards, okay? Fuck public votes.
Especially because they're such a unique game and that they're trying to usurp Nintendo at the
Alyssa McCounty was right.
So to speak. And really, they've kind of done it a little bit better. And it's thanks to that, with the involvement from the players like yourselves, really make it a special game.
It's not journos. It's not just journos. It's not just journos. It's industry people. It'll be devs, publishers, journos, obviously. Like it's yeah, like the Oscars are. Unfortunately, that is just oftentimes a better way of deciding these things. Otherwise, it's like what? FIFA wins every year? Like, is that the world you want to be at, where FIFA and Call of Duty win everything every year? No.
Presenting the award for biggest industry failure, video game culture commentator, and the most dangerous man in 40K, Archcast.
The games industry has had a fair few rocky years in the past, but very few can compare to the tempest that was 2024. And so, the category Biggest Industry Failure exists to highlight...
Arch is such a loser. The forced voice is so gay. It's so funny watching his videos and seeing him try and keep it up for a whole video. So embarrassing.
Those games that over the course of the year left gamers...
It's not a real accent, dude. Dev, why even try and lie? You can hear it go in and out while he's talking.
Feeling the most despondent, disappointed, and just downright upset. You have been spoiled for choice this year, but your votes have narrowed it down to 4 titles. Star Wars Outlaws, Concord, Dragon Age The Veilguard, and Suicide
I'm sure he
Squad.
talks like this in private
Kill
too.
the
Yeah,
Justice
I'm
League.
sure he does it in private. That doesn't mean it's not fake. It's not how that is not how anyone from fucking Norway talks. I've met Norwegians. They don't go, why, I say. No, that's what you do when you're trying to do like a gay, posh, authoritative voice for your Warhammer videos on the internet. No, Norwegians don't go, why, I say. It's like you're trying to put on like a borderline British voice to sound authoritative and posh in your YouTube videos. Yeah, Norwegians sound like Canute.
And the real Game
Yeah, Norwegians don't roll their R's. You roll your R's in Norway, really. What part of the Norwegian language requires you to roll your R's?
Award for biggest industry failure goes to...
Scandinavians famous for rolling R's.
Concord, with a well-deserved 81% of your votes. Concord was by far the single biggest failure in gaming in 2024. A flop so resounding, it sent echoes through the entire industry.
Presenting the award for Best Video Game Journalist, lead supporter of the Real Game Awards, and YouTuber, SmashJT.
2024 saw a drastic shift.
So, this is what made me lose my fucking mind, dude. I lost my fucking mind watching this on charts. I cannot, truly, I cannot, man. I can't fucking deal with it. I can't fucking deal with it. SmashJT doing a fucking journalism award, dude. Doing a journalism award. When this guy got fucking owned. Like, what, a month ago? Sorry, I think it was after this happened, to be fair. To be totally fair, they didn't know about it. But he was still doing the same dog shit work beforehand. It's not like he was making good fucking videos about the games industry before that leak shit. No, he's always sucked. He's a fucking idiot. Human pug. The absolute most worthless person on the face of fucking YouTube. SmashJT. Almost died falling off of a scooter. And then made a video crying about how he doesn't understand medical insurance. And he's presenting a journalism award. And you think this is the injury, okay? SmashJT presenting the journalism award, that's the injury. Let's see the insult. Where's the insult? Show us the insult. Fuck. Show us the insult.
SmashJT.
2024 saw a drastic shift in how video games and the entire video game landscape has been covered. And gamers have emphatically rejected how traditional access media has worked. In fact, why am I even wearing this? I'm a gamer. I'm not trying to be professional here. Gamers have turned to other outlets like YouTube and X to get their information.
You're the most embarrassing freak in the world. First of all, annoying as fuck thing people do, putting a blazer over a graphic tee. Literally, you should be put in a fucking camp, frankly, if you wear a graphic tee with a blazer. It is the most sickening fashion choice on the face of the planet Earth. It's fucking disgusting. Lock these people up, first of all.
And gamers have emphatically rejected how traditional access media has worked. In fact, why am I even wearing this? I'm a gamer. I'm not trying to be professional here.
He goes, I'm a gamer, I'm not trying to be professional here, and then throws it to the side. It's like literally on the level of, oh, didn't see you guys there. So annoying.
Turn to other outlets like YouTube and X to get their information in the gaming world. Because gamers have spoken and they feel like it comes from authentic voices. This year's nominees definitely reflect that and should send a major signal to the games industry about how gamers get their news. And your nominees are Savvy,
Kirsche nominated for a journalism award. Kirsche nominated for a journalism award. What do we got here? The Epstein Files binder incident. I'm sure that's amazing. Zelensky's gamble. That's her breakdown of over the Trump stuff, by the way. That was Zelensky gambling. What is POCD? LA Fires Report 2, Electric Boogaloo. Wow. DEI on a watch list. Obviously, we've been over plenty of our videos before. You can go back and look through my channel for some Kirsche coverage if you want to see that. Rest assured, her content, the content of these videos, is as bad as you expect it to be. Possibly worse. Just sits there saying just false or poorly thought through statements while stuffing her fucking face. Going, I think Trump's doing a really good job. And that's Kirsche's whole fucking channel. That's Kirsche's whole fucking channel. It's like Asmongold if Asmongold was fat, female, and lived in a trailer. That would be Kirsche.
John F. Trent, Kirsche, and Endymion. And the Real Game Award for Best Video Game Journalist goes to, with 33% of your vote, Savvy.
I don't even know who Savvy is, but it's absurd that Kirsche got third place here. God, I can't even imagine what John F. Trent is like if he's coming last to Kirsche.
I want to personally congratulate Savvy for winning this award in the inaugural year of the Real Game Awards. It was very stiff competition, and every single one of these nominees honestly kind of deserved it, but Savvy stood out above the rest of them because of, I don't know, I gotta be honest and say just how incredibly autistic she is with her deep dives and finding out nuanced information that nobody else seems to get to because of her dedication and getting into those nitty-gritty details that most people in the logical world stop before they get to the resolution. So congratulations again to Savvy. You deserve this, and I am so excited.
Like, the whole criticism of the Game Awards, their whole criticism was, oh, it's just an industry show to pat your friends on the back. What is this? What is this?
Excited for you.
Now presenting the award for Worst Video Game Journalist, founder of the third biggest Steam group in history.
No, I should come on camera to seethe about that award briefly. Because that, it's just like so annoying, yo. SmashJT, the most worthless, fucking useless hack scumfuck on the platform. Just absolute dirt, human filth. SmashJT presenting a journalism award. And then absolute dirt, human filth, scumfuck Kirsche being nominated. fat bitch Kirsche being nominated. It's disgusting. It disgusts me seeing this shit. It is just pure patting their friends on the back. No, Dev, this is sickening stuff. SmashJT is a dishonest hack. SmashJT is a dishonest, worthless hack who is just... The idea that he presents his journalism award is sickening and should be sickening to anyone with any sense or conscience. You look at that and you see SmashJT presenting a journalism award when this guy doesn't vet anything he's given. He just posts fucking leaks like a total retard. Total dishonest loser hack. And all of his videos fucking suck. Literally every video sucks. And he's like... He acts like he's a total victim in that Alyssa McCarthy defamation case too. He said repeatedly, she has sex for money. She sucks dick for money. He kept saying shit like that. And he wonders why he's getting sued for defamation. Like, yeah, you lied. Yeah, you repeatedly claimed, as though it was fact, that she has sex for money. I don't believe she has said that herself. I don't think she ever has said that herself. Where are you getting that from, Spinal? Where the fuck are you getting that from? She said she used to be a sex worker. But she did modelling, photo shoots. She did cam stuff. SmashJT repeatedly claimed that she had sex for money. That she sucked dick for money. Alyssa McCarthy's never said that. So, where are you getting that from, Spinal? No, most people would not interpret sex work to mean that, actually. Retard. No, they wouldn't.
DEI detected Cabrutus.
The nominees for the worst game journalist represent the most baffling takes and the most out-of-touch journalists that we have in this industry, showcasing that doesn't matter how good of a professional you are, you can still be entirely out of touch with what gamers want from this industry. And your nominees are Nick Calandra, Paul Tassi.
Someone said they did sex work. What do you assume they meant? These days, OnlyFans, I would assume. That's the first thing I would think is OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure most people think that these days. Now, worst game... The idea that you do this after having SmashJT present your Games Journalist Award with Kirsche nominated, and you have worst games journalist, and you dare to throw shots at anyone else. You dare to throw shots at anyone else. Like, what worst game journalist what? Because they said what Grum's name was or whatever. They said what Grum's name was. They said Cabrutus is gay. Whatever. I know they did more than that. But I'm just mocking the idea. Like, I don't think... Is Nick Calandra really a bad journalist? I understand he's been an asshole to a lot of these people. But is he really a bad journalist? I don't know that. I don't even know if Paul Tassi is, or Rebecca Valentine, to be honest. Alyssa McCarthy, I mean, she does like puff piece on her song. I guess she kind of sucks. Yeah, people are saying Savvy is not a journalist at all. Obviously, they're using journalist very loosely. When they do, see, I don't even know how to explain this, but it's like the bar for them is like in the fucking dirt. It's like you're a journalist if you go on Twitter and post something. You're a journalist for them, and you're also a good journalist, no matter how accurate any of it is. But then any lefty who's like actually got a job in journalism, no, you're like bullshit journalists. You're like Access Media, fake journalists who just give, you know, good reviews to all the people you like and all this shit. And it's like all their people are just like Twitter retards who are just like purely bought in some awful, like, cringe ideology. It's just, it's so sickening. Like, it's just, and then they have the audacity to pretend afterwards to play the oh, it's not a political show. It's not the anti-woke gaming show. It's just the real Game Awards. It's not political. It's just the real Game Awards. It's just meant to be apolitical. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're fucking lying. Look at your journalism picks. You're fucking lying. You're a total liar. The whole point of this is to be the anti-woke, the right-wing Game Awards.
And Rebecca Valentine. And the Real Game Award for the worst video game journalist goes to, with a whopping 76% of your vote. And
Spinal, no. If you are claiming the title of journalist, you have to uphold the standards of journalism. If you are claiming to be a journalist, I will expect you to behave like a journalist, whether you're corporate or not. If you claim to be a journalist, if you claim to be a journalist, you should uphold standards. If you want to get the benefit of being a journalist, of being seen as a journalist, of people calling you a journalist, then you have to take the drawbacks too. It's total bullshit when people want to claim a title and they're not engaged with like the standards of that title. Yeah, what do you not agree with? I actually don't know what you're referring to. But this absolutely is the anti-woke show, if that's what you're trying to disagree with. That's 100% the point of this show, is to be the anti-woke show. That is 100% the point. All their picks were right-wingers for journalism. It was all just like retarded. Literally, Kirsche does not do fucking journalism. Savvy, as far as I know, does not do fucking journalism. SmashJT does not do journalism, and if you were to call him a journalist, he would be a terrible journalist, a terrible, lying, dishonest journalist. Like, what? It is the anti-woke show. The whole thing is to pat my anti-woke friends on the back, say how great we are, say how shit the industry is, the woke industry.
To no one's surprise, Alyssa Mercante. Unfortunately, this industry is filled up with people like Alyssa Mercante, journalists that don't even like or play video games. They are just in here for the money and for the clout, because video games are now a mainstream entertainment. This is why the Real Game Awards is so important, because it gives us gamers a voice in all of this. It is time to take games back.
Every year, the big three companies are anchored by their original intellectual properties. I mean, they're called system sellers for a reason. They're characters you know and the games you love to play. So let's see which ones you voted on.
Oh wait, was that fucking Cabrutus? That wasn't it? Dude. Cabrutus, top poster on r/male living spaces, this guy. Top poster. Top all-time poster, r male living spaces. This is the room he sits in when he's writing endless articles about how, oh well, this game has a black queer person in it, so that's it needs to go on the list.
Because it gives us gamers a voice in all of this. It is time to take games back.
Every year, the big three companies are anchored by their original intellectual properties. I mean, they're called system sellers for a reason. They're characters you know and the games you love to play. So let's see which ones you voted on as the year's best. Your nominees for Best Nintendo IP are Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, and Splatoon. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 55% of your vote, Zelda.
When I hear this show is not political, what I think of is, for example, the Disco Elysium devs thanking Karl Marx in their acceptance speech, or speaking something about Ukraine or Palestine. Well, that's not the show. That's not Jeff Keighley. That's not the show. If they had acceptance speeches, yeah, they would have the Bloodborne cart dev would come on here and talk about having gay sex with their trans lesbian wife or whatever. Yeah, there would be political stuff here because there would be acceptance speeches. People get an opportunity to say that sort of stuff. But there is still political theming to this show. More so than the Game Awards. Far more so than the Game Awards in terms of setup and like the actual mechanics of the show here. The whole thing is filtered through the right-wing lens. Stellar Blade is nominated on everything. All the journalists are anti-woke, dog shit, slop YouTube channels that pump out absolute dishonest dog shit. All their picks for bad journalists are lefties. Constant jabs at the woke industry. It's a political show. You're completely fucking delusional if you try and pretend this is not political. It is seeping politics.
And your nominees for Best Microsoft IP are Minecraft, Doom, and Call of Duty. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 63% of your vote, Doom. And your nominees for Best PlayStation IP are God of War, Astrobot, Stellar Blade, and Helldivers 2. And the Real Game Award goes to, with 44% of your vote, Stellar Blade. Finally, let's hit one more indie trailer before we get to our last categories of this year's show. This is Tribreaker from Lily Mo Games.
This looks like shit, man.
Presenting the award for Best Jiggle Physics, winner of tonight's Real Game Award for Best Gaming Journalist, Madam Savvy.
Thank you so much, everyone, for voting me as your top journalist for the past year. In truth, I just enjoy digging through information and making social maps to better understand the industry that we all know and love. But I, like many of you, do enjoy some of the finer details in life, especially the ones
Making social... Oh, wait. Is all she does like go, oh, this sweet baby person had an interaction with this person 2 years ago? Is it that? Is it that sort of thing? Like, this sweet baby person had a friendship with this person at EA 6 years ago, and that person was friends with the boyfriend of this Kotaku journalist, and yeah, okay. So totally retarded, not journalism, just being a worthless retard on the internet. Okay.
that don't have to be indulged in, but when they are, can make for such a titillating experience. Gaming isn't just about mechanics, it's also about visual storytelling and creativity, and this particular category highlights just that. These are your nominees for Best Jiggle Physics. Zenless Zone Zero, The First Descendant.
Totally undeserved. Stellar Blade win incoming. Totally undeserved. Stellar Blade win again. Zenless totally rapes again.
Stellar Blade, and Lollipop Chainsaw. And the Real Game Award for the Best Jiggle Physics, with 72% of your vote.
Yep, just like retarded, just like totally wrong.
Stellar Blade. Art truly imitates life in 2024's hottest release, and we couldn't be more gracious to the developers for sharing their story, their vision, and their creativity with all of us. Remember, these types of physics mechanics are handcrafted carefully by creatives all over the world, and it takes a little bit of extra special effort to put these into video games. So it is my hope that you'll actually tag some of your favorite artists today, or possibly in the future, and give them a little bit of love and thanks for all the hard work that they do. They really do make this world a much more colorful and vibrant place in a way that no other group really can.
Awesome
So
stuff.
please spread some love, and thank you all so much for making this so very special.
Presenting the award for Shitty-Ass Game of the Year, Internet Icon and the angriest gamer you've ever heard, the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah, Shelby, so real. Guys like that, honestly, the most insufferable shit. Oh, boobs is so cool, eh? What's like boobs? Dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Another award show. This one's called the Real Game Awards. I mean, come on. What, like the real Ghostbusters? Were there fake ones? I mean, that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, man-child behavior, absolutely. Man-child behavior, so real.
For Craig. Anyway, they asked me to present the award for the shitty-ass game of the year. And if there's one thing I know better than good games, it's shitty games. So these ones are nominated by you, the fans. Let's get to it.
Dude, James is looking rough. This, it's such a shame Finney was not as popular.
Shitty-ass game of the year are Concord, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Dustborn, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. And the winner, or I guess the loser in this case, is Dustborn. Dustborn, yeah. More like Dustbin.
I mean, Dustborn probably... Does Dustborn... I think Dustborn probably deserves this. I think Dustborn deserves this. Dustborn looked like it fucking blue. I'd say Veilguard's a close second. Concord, I don't think actually even deserves this award. From what I could see, Concord was actually a good shooter. It had, like, it was like a terribly timed game with terrible theming, with terrible marketing. But I think, as far as I'm aware, the shooting mechanics were actually like good. Like it played like it was like a more fluid and polished Destiny multiplayer. With like more defined classes.
Dustborn, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice.
Thank you for the $5, Jimly. Hi, I'm Tobuscus, and here are nominees for Side Scroller of the Year. Okay.
Justice League. And the winner, or I guess the loser in this case, is Dustborn. Dustborn, yeah. More like Dustbin. Playing this felt like digging through a dumpster trying to find a Twinkie that expired in 1994. Anyway, thanks for letting me present the Shitty Game Awards, the real Game
Thanks,
Awards.
James Rolfe.
You real assholes.
And here we are, voting members, your game of the year. You suggested games of all sizes and genres.
It's just like so embarrassing to call it the real Game Awards too. Like, why are the real Game Awards? Like, it's so embarrassing to call it that. Like, you're defining it in opposition to the existing Game Awards. Like, you can never actually be your own. Like, you will never escape the shadow of Jeff Keighley. You will never escape that shadow because you have defined your show in opposition to his, and he will always own you. He will always own you. Why not call it the, like, it's just side scrollers or whatever? Why not call it, I don't know, man. There's surely even just like the side scroller Game Awards. It's just that would be better. The side scroller Game Awards, side scrollers Game Awards. Define it as your brand. Why define it in opposition to an existing brand? Yeah, Players' Choice Awards? Easy. Side Scrollers Players' Choice Awards? Easy name, totally fine. Stands out on its own. The Scrollies? Even? You could, like, that's retarded, but that's better. That's better than the real Game Awards. But you will always, because you've defined yourself as the opposition to Jeff Keighley's show, you will always be owned by Jeff Keighley.
Games. Sorry, Velotro. And your 8 nominees for Game of the Year are Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, The First Descendant, Space Marine 2, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Unicorn Overlord. And the real game...
Yeah, Side Scroller Video Game Awards. Just got the SSVGA. The SSVGAs.
Award for Game of the Year goes to, with 31% of your votes, Black Myth Wukong. Now, voting members, this has been an absolute joy bringing your voice to literally thousands of people online. It's an honor to carry that weight that I totally don't take lightly. Now, with that said, next year, none of this pre-recorded stuff, we're doing it live. So make sure to follow us over on X at Real Game Awards for more information coming soon.
We're calling Gigabit.
To our elite supporters and those voting members who have believed in giving gamers back their voice from the start. This movement has only just begun. Remember, you guys can find me Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time over on the Side Scrollers podcast. Look forward to seeing you guys then. With that said, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys next time.
What is that sign off? People trying to keep you down, don't let them. You guys got to go get it. What? Jeff Keighley totally owns you, bro. Jeff Keighley owns you. Right, okay, so then there's a follow-up. Where is it? Yeah, here, I think. Yeah. Okay. So the Nightmare Cart developer, you may know the Nightmare Cart developer. It used to be called Bloodborne Cart. They're quite a big Twitter user. Very public, publicly trans individual. Yo, thank you for the $20, Mad Joe. Absolutely robbed. Old Men Kissing did not even make the top 4 list. Thank you. Yeah, very public trans person that is just like a giga lefty, like always posting degenerate shit on Twitter. Like, it's very difficult to miss this person, to be honest. You will see that if you've been online, you will have come across them at some point, I think. So, let's take a look at what happened here. They had some words for the Real Video Game Awards.
That has been, I've been accused of, as well as many other various things over the last weekend, really, for simply providing an alternative to the Game Awards, which is Jeff Keighley's industry show. And we talked about this briefly, but people were very upset that we had this show. And I haven't had a chance to really talk about this, put a few tweets on about it. But of course, things go crazy over the weekend, and that's kind of where things are at. And it starts with one of the winners of a category here. Now, I want to remind everybody that I do not create the categories. It is ultimately you, the voting members, who nominate those categories. We look at all the categories, and the ones that are the most upvoted or the ones that we think are fun, we will consolidate and we'll put together, and we think it's going to be an entertaining show, so we do. This was not the case in this situation where there was anything negative around this category. It was simply the best racing game. And we had several nominees, and once again, nominated by you, the voting members. And the person who won that game was an indie dev who created a game called.
Yeah, this room is like a deep sign of a severely fucked up psychology. By the way, like you may think visually it's bad enough, but this is a serious sign of deeply fucked up psychology. The huge Harry Potter Funko Pop. This is insane. This is totally insane. You have no taste. You are the most tasteless motherfucker in the world. Even among Harry Potter merchandise. Like, Harry Potter people are already fucking freaks. Let's be serious. Harry Potter, a huge Funko Pop, mega-sized Funko Pop. This is a big problem. This is a big problem. There's so much good Harry Potter merch out there. Harry Potter, like statues and stuff like that have been made over the course of the 20 years, 25 years, 30 years since the books and movies were made. The Harry Potter theme parks and exhibitions and stuff have all had so much, stuff made for those. The expensive wands and stuff you can get, statues, all this shit, broomsticks, all of this. And you go for the most tacky, worthless, dog shit, mass-produced, trash of all time. A giant Funko Pop. You have a mental disability.
Nightmare Cart, which Nightmare Cart was more or less a... it's like...
This is like developmentally stunted stuff.
Like a Souls game with a cart aesthetic and such. And I think it was initially started as a like a Dark Souls kart racer, and then they changed it to Nightmare Cart. Well, they were not happy that they won this award, and
this rant would be so much more impactful if I could see the stolen jumper and red curtain.
They took to Twitter over here, and they said, "So happy to have won the coveted Anti-Woke Game Awards Best Racing Game category. As a trans woman, it's so comforting to see them prioritize diversity, equality, and inclusion. I'm going to have gay sex with my transgender dog girl," which, hey, awesome. This is the winner here. And this was shocking to see. Now, you notice that what happened here was this reply was hidden by the original post author. And
that's your reply.
That's right.
That's funny.
How did I respond? I responded.
So, I mean, this is like kind of cringe, but also kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, you're responding to this, like, yeah, you've shown this on your stream. You're sitting there talking about how this person's having gay sex. This person won. This person owns you. This person won your award and has now got you talking about their gay sex on your show.
This was shocking to see. Now, you notice that what happened here was this reply was hidden by the original post author. And
that's your reply.
That's right.
That's funny.
How did I respond? I responded simply by saying, "Congrats." You'll notice that literally no one cared that you're trans. Literally no one. The audience cared that you made a good game. That's all people want. Our show is not anti-woke. It's simply meant to be an alternative to the access media / industry. So enjoy your gay sex.
So this is just a total lie. Like, this is like what annoys me here is this is just dishonest. It is an anti-woke show. The whole thing, the premise of it, is countering the wokeness in the industry. That's why you don't like the industry, is because of the wokeness. That's all of your content. This guy's content, it's Kirsch's content, it's SmashJT's content, it's Valiant Renegade's content. It is all premised on the political disagreement. It is all premised on quote-unquote censorship in gaming. It is all premised on anti-DEI. That is the point of the show. You are a dishonest, mealy-mouthed, weasel wretch. This Stuttering Craig guy is the most dishonest fucking wretched loser for this bullshit. Stand on your shit. We know the point of the show. Everyone knows the point of the show. Spinal, why are you saying the people voted on the games? No, they didn't. The people didn't vote. People who paid Stuttering Craig $30 voted on it. It wasn't the people. People who were willing to pay Stuttering Craig $30 could vote. So it's Stuttering Craig fans, SmashJT fans, Kirsche fans, who consume nothing but anti-woke content, and the whole premise of the game, premise of the show, is fighting the industry because they're all too woke. That is the whole premise of the show. Denying that is just totally fucking delusional and pathetic. It is just pathetic. The idea you can't stand on the fact that there is a political element to this. Absolutely pathetic.
Which, that's what he said. He said he's going to go have a game. Go enjoy it. Now, I've since been blocked for having this response to them.
He wants you to take back his reward?
Well, does he want? Scroll down.
No one's saying about the trans person getting picked or people caring about them being trans. It's about the fact he says here, our show is not anti-woke. It's simply meant to be an alternative to the access media / industry show. That's a lie. That is a lie.
Does he want?
Scroll down. Rescind my reward. I did not give you permission.
Look at that. This is good.
Can you
you
zoom
never
in a little
asked
bit? It's
me.
a bit small on the screen.
Yeah, sure. This is.
And you can say this is gay. Other award shows reach out. Other award shows reach out. If you're trying to run a good award show, a good way to make sure your award show has entertaining and compelling content in future installments, future years, is by having a good relationship with developers. That's why award shows reach out. It's the same with the Celico ad. The Celico ad, they didn't ask the developer to show that, the trailer. They didn't ask the developer about featuring their game. Yeah, the ads were, they just picked out games to play the trailers. The idea that you're so inept, such an idiot, so inept, that you don't recognize the fact that you will want a relationship with these developers. Spinal, rewind the stream 20 seconds, you fucking retard. So the fact that they don't realize that they will need, for future shows, a good relationship with these developers is insane. That's like, you are so incompetent. Your show will suck forever. Because you refuse to play nice with anyone. Because all you care about is the grift. All he cares about is the $30. And yeah, for the Celico thing where they play the ad, it is not clear. It is not clear in any way that they're not affiliated. It's played as though Celico have paid them to run that ad. That's like the presentation. The contextual presentation is that Celico want that ad played. They've like paid them or something. They're getting an ad spot. Lots of media actually submit their content for award shows. Either way, both parties are involved. Yeah, exactly. But it's not really an award show if you're not playing ball with the people making the media, to be honest. It's like a tier list. It's more like a tier list. Like, you're not really presenting awards, are you? Like, who are you presenting them to? They're not receiving them. They don't want them. Yeah, but Babka, they weren't ads though. The companies didn't pay to have the ads ran. They just went and took the company's ads and played them as though they were ads because they wanted to show trailers like the Game Awards do. But they weren't exclusive trailers and they weren't paid for spots. Whereas the Game Awards have ads that are paid for and featured trailers, like exclusive featured trailers that have like an announcement where they show a reveal for a game. The actual Game Awards, the real Game Awards, the real Game Awards. You can say Craig's logic is the voters choose who wins. It's not my awards to give out. It's just popular vote. I mean, you can say that, but it's not really an award show at that point. It's not an award show. You're not presenting the awards to them. They're not accepting them. Yeah, it's just like a poll. It's just a vote. Devs don't want their games on a show with inhuman scum like Razor Fist on it. Okay, dude. Yeah, Razor Fist was in there, yeah. He presented the award. Anchor Brutus. SmashJT. Kirsche. Like, it's like the worst reprobates that no company would ever want to be associated with.
I haven't seen this yet. Rescind my award. I did not give you permission. You never asked my permission like every other award show that has approached me. This is true of for other devs you put in the show. You did not ask. Remove it now. Wow, this is I didn't see this. Okay.
That's funny because Dev and Smash are both correct. He already accepted the award.
Wow, you know I got
Dev
to be
guarding
honest.
here.
No,
It's totally
you get the award
embarrassing
whether
show.
you like it or not because
You'll take it.
take it. Sorry, because I
do. This is so cringe. Ugh.
get the award whether you like it or not because
You'll take it.
take it. Sorry, because
Oh,
I have
God.
not. It wasn't my award to give. So if they liked your show,
Dude, these
if they
people
liked your
are
game, and they
worst.
felt that it was your award, then then there you go.
So he accepted the award originally?
No.
Do we
didn't
have that
any,
tweet?
No, we didn't have any acceptance speeches, but he did initially say, if you recall, yes, initially he said, so honored to have won the coveted anti-woke. Now, once again, this is not, this person was honored to have won the coveted anti-woke game awards, which once again, not an anti-woke show, just a non-political show, but they made it political here. This is breaking to me. I didn't see this. So good for this person here.
Guys, it's not anti-woke, by the way, but we're gonna do the this person, they, this guy again and again about the trans person. Nice one, nice one. It's just like, why not just stand on it? Like, it's fine. I think transphobia is funny. I think bullying trans people that you don't like is funny. I do that all the time. The idea that you're sitting here doing this and being like, oh, it's not the anti-woke show, though. It's not the anti-woke show. Stand on it, you fucking mealy-mouthed bitch. It's so crazy. The most bitch-made people on earth.
Not have their award rescinded. I do not need to ask permission to give them an award at all. And to be clear, the idea that other award shows approached to give them an award is the most asinine thing I think I've ever heard before. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Like, he's too stupid to even realize why they're doing it. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Stuttering Craig is too dumb to understand why other award shows reach out to devs.
So no, I will not rescind your award because it's not my award to rescind. So congratulations, you're still the winner.
Is he stuck? Does he stuck because he's got brain damage? Is that what we're finding out here? Is that why he's Stuttering Craig?
Congratulations. But once again, it didn't stop there. As
TBI Craig,
there was a lot of controversy. I use that controversy to be absolutely clear. I think this is all so fucking stupid and so dumb to even be talking about this. But I feel I haven't really had a chance to talk about this publicly, so we will. We did briefly talk about Sulaco on Friday, but Sulaco was this is the first person shooter that we featured a trailer on in the game, and they got upset. I wouldn't even say they were upset because they didn't know about it, because the whole idea was we're going to feature these indie trailers and they're going to see a potential bump in their sales. They should see a bump in their wish list.
Yeah, that's what I know. They're complete pussies. Yeah, I figured that out. Thanks for confirming that.
A really great opportunity just to kind of expose these cool games, which once again, I didn't go out and search for. You guys.
So I'll just get this chat message on screen for posterity. Posterity, rather.
We saw some of the trailers. We're like, fuck yeah, that looks awesome, right? That's great. I didn't approach any of the developers.
So you can see the exact level of bitch that we're operating with here. Someone's, I don't want. I might be cancelled if I use bio pronouns. I might be cancelled if I use bio pronouns. Chud will literally get on stream and go, he, man.
Including their games. And in retrospect, should I have done that? I don't know. Debatable. I don't think it really matters, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not obligated to do it. I saw Hypnotic was saying, I should vet them moving forward, and I think there's some validity to that. But with that said, let's just say I approach this person and was like, hey, congratulations, you've won an award, right? And they're like, I don't want that award. Once again, it's not their job to say that, because by vetting them and by saying they're woke or anti-woke, then the show does become political, right? And they may be ungrateful for it, but who really looks bad in that situation, right? Let's say we feature a trailer and the show is not meant to be political at all. I understand the idea that you want people who are grateful for.
I like Craig, but I disagree with him on trans stuff. Yeah, okay, stupid chaser jokes. Okay, I won't even bother.
The honor of having their trailer.
I'll leave it.
Seen to thousands of people for free. I mean, I totally get that, but this is
lowbrow. It's lowbrow. It's low effort.
Whether they appreciate being featured or a nomination or an award or whatever is moot, because I'm not the one deciding this stuff. It goes back to you. The voting members are the ones deciding on this stuff. So Sulaco
kind of goes to further your point. Also, like say we can't have Alyssa Mercante in a category then because she doesn't want to be. So then it's like where does it stop, right? So no, anyone who makes an award show, be it they have 5 viewers, 1 million viewers, they should have full and total control of who gets an award, not the people getting nominated. It's like the Razzies, right? You get voted for the shittiest actor or whatever. These things exist. And it's nothing you can do about it. You can't just go and censor somebody. That's censorship, people.
Right. And on top of that...
Wait, we're actually saying she's low functioning? People are saying low functioning?
Viewers, 1 million... Kind of goes to further your point also. Like say, we can't have Alyssa Mercante in a category then because she doesn't want to be. So then it's like where does it stop, right? So no, anyone who makes an award show, be it they have 5 viewers, 1 million viewers, they should have full and total control of who gets an award.
This could be
not
fast.
The people getting nominated.
This could be fast.
You get voted for the shittiest actor or whatever. These things exist.
I'm feeling fast.
And it's nothing you can do about it. You can't just go and censor somebody. That's censorship, people.
Right. And on top of that, you have we highlight the best and the worst, and I talked about that at the beginning of the show. Right. We're going to talk about that. This is not some toxic positivity thing where it's going to be oh, look at how great everything was. No. You got to remember.
Wait, Babka was examining her skull shape and called it regressive for 5 watts.
25 awards were positive. The guy who won this award is upset that he won a positive award, right? What is the difference between us showcasing this and somebody doing a reaction to your trailer or your game on YouTube? Nothing. There's no difference at all. Do you need to get? Do you need to? Let's just say
she got the Neanderthal skull. This bitch got the Neanderthal skull.
Or B are going to react to your trailer or react to your game or play your game on stream. Do they need to get permission for that? That sounds very censorious, right? I believe Nintendo tried to stop people from streaming their games about a decade ago, and that didn't work out very well. So, look, if this is backfired. Backfired tremendously. So these were all publicly available trailers that were available on X or YouTube, and I thought it'd be fun to feature. So people were upset, and so Sulaco was upset, and it's once again backfired on them. So we featured this game. I thought the game was really cool. And they were upset. They were over here talking about they want a distance from it. And the appeal is to the anti-woke audience. And that's just the thing. It's this was not an appeal to any anti-woke audience.
But it's just a total lie. Again, just lying. Just totally lying.
This appeal to all the audience here. And they were, I'm not asking for them to be grateful for the opportunity. I'm not asking that at all. They can feel however they want. But I do think that, I thought that I'd take the opposite approach. And I said an indie game dev is upset that I included a trailer to their game on the Real Game Awards. That's fine. Unlike them, I will thank them for raising more awareness about the show, driving conversation, and spiking our voting membership today. Thanks, guys. Use promo code THANKS to get $5 off your voting membership at therealgameawards.com/memberships and help shape next year's show. And by the way, that's how I'm going to handle all of this moving forward. When people are upset, they become a promo code. That's just how it's going to be. You know?
Yeah, if you wanted it to be not just the anti-woke show, why didn't you reach out to some of these people? Maybe even reach out to some presenters from the other side of the aisle, perhaps. Maybe have like a single lefty presenter. I don't think there was one. Have like a bit more political diversity in there and build relationships with some indie developers that you can feature the games of so you can build a bit of an ecosystem going forward for future years. Have relationships with these people. Actually, you know, make something good for the fans. Spinal, if they would have said no, then pick a different game who will say yes and start building those relationships. But they didn't want to do that. They were too fucking lazy and stupid. They just went on Steam, right-click, saved a video, and then put it in their fucking shit award show. It's incompetent. It's lazy. It's stupid. This is a total lie, Dev. This is a total lie. No left-leaning person would deal with them. This is such a lie, man. This was only true like fucking 10 years ago. You could 100%, if you bothered at all, you could get lefty people on there.
They will become a promo code instantaneously. So I genuinely appreciate that. Now, Kirsche was nice enough to kind of have my back here. And you know, I've dealt with Kirsche for a long time. She's been on the show several times. She's on the show every couple of weeks. She'll be on the show here in a couple of weeks from now. And she said this in regards to some of the things that were said about me. Like, here we go. This is, you know, this person talking about...
It's not been true in so long that you can't get lefties to deal with right-wingers. This is literally like such an old talking point. The problem for so long has been getting fucking right-wingers. They literally want to be in their own fucking insulated bubbles. They can sit there and just fucking lie.
About mean-spirited categories, overtly racist animations, and problematic presenters over here. And Kirsche said, these game devs are trying to morally grandstand. To what audience? Hateful individual. Craig is a super sweet guy and has been working in this space for a hell of a long time.
Okay, if they were realistic with expectations and reached out to lefties, they could have gone. Is H-Bomber Guy picking up your call? No. H-Bomber Guy ain't picking up your call. Is Alyssa McCanty coming on to accept her award? No. Alyssa McCanty's not accepting an award. Also, is the dev of Celeste or Bloodborne Cart gonna say they want to be involved in your show? No, they're fucking not, obviously. But there are plenty of moderate people, plenty of left-leaning people, plenty of leftist people, plenty of small indie devs. Plenty of people who would be involved in the show, but they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to do that.
Presenters, who and how? People like to smear me all the time, and I've worked on a
Spinal, there is a whole... Do you know how expansive YouTube is? How fucking expansive YouTube is? Do you know how many fucking channels there are doing gaming news, like these retards do, but just slightly lefty? But literally, their options are fucking endless. I don't watch lefty gaming content, so all I know is fucking H-Bomber Guy. But I know there's more than that. I know there's infinitely more.
Game devs and publishers don't capitulate to the actual hate mob. Slamming the categories, games journalists have been outed as liars and smear merchants over and over again. They aren't the media that are the consumer base listens to anymore. That's content creators now. And she's right. She's 100% right.
You saw with that SmashJT tweet that I put in there, like how they really are running damage control for companies, shilling shit constantly. That's all they do now.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this.
Remember when they used to work for gamers?
No, they don't. They don't.
They used to.
Well, these people didn't. All those people are gone. All those people
they've left a long time ago.
Right. They're long gone. And I'll say this about...
you also do kind of fuck yourself from the outside, because no one with any self-respect is going to be involved in the quote-unquote real game awards. Because you've completely fucked it by making it clear it's an oppositionary force to the existing game awards. Like, yeah, lots of people might have aspirations of maybe one day working with the game awards. Why would they want to involve themselves with yours?
The real game awards. And people who are upset about it. Good. You're scared. I get it. It makes you uncomfortable. And you know what? I love that. I love that it makes you...
Yeah, it fails at every level. It's dishonest. It's a dishonest failure at every level. The only way it works is that it successfully siphoned $30 out of the pockets of 1,000 fans. That's the only way in which it succeeded. Is yeah, they got the money. The only way in which it succeeded. It was a totally dogshit show. Lasted 30 minutes. There was no reason to watch it over the actual Game Awards. The awards were worse. The selection was worse. The winners were worse. It's more off-putting to people because it's so politically tinged. Like, what? Truly, it's like absolute dog shit.
Comfortable, because that means we're winning, and we will continue to win. And next year, when we do it live, my God, it'll be a flow of love and affection towards all video games. Something that you can't wrap your head around, and I love it. So
right, yeah, next year's gonna be amazing, guys,
and we will continue.
They're gonna do a live show next year, guys. They're gonna do a live show next year. It's totally not gonna look like on
the 9th of August.
I've already been served. You can't serve me. Hey, throw him out. Hey, throw him out.
This is a preview for next year.
You can't serve me multiple times in the same document.
Now, to the knowledge of Dalton Clodford.
That's a preview for next year's Game Awards.
The fuck out of you.
The real Game Awards.
So once again, use promo code THANKS at therealgameawards.com to become a voting member and push back against this fucking insanity here. Oh, and one last thing. People are talking about like
Okay, Dev, how am I supposed to believe that a live show is going to be good when the pre-recorded stuff was this dog shit? When you just stood around there, Dave and Buster's, for 30k to make a 30-minute YouTube video with people on Discord.
Like pocketing the money, right? They're like, oh, there's this money. He's grifting, right? To be clear, like people are like, oh, it's $25,000, right? I spent 9 months working on this thing.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That is incredibly fucking embarrassing. You spent 9 months working on a 35-minute YouTube video where you present the results of a couple of polls. Women make kids in that time. And you made a 30-minute YouTube video where you present the results of polls. Didn't reach out to anyone. Didn't reach out to any devs. Spend that time doing what exactly? Spent 9 months doing what?
Money. He's grifting, right? To be clear, like people are like, oh, it's $25,000, right? I spent 9 months working on this thing. Number one, I haven't paid myself a cent when it comes to the Real Game Awards. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, I haven't paid myself a cent working on side scrollers either, right? For the past 2 years, I've not made a cent from either.
Well, this just sounds like, if this is even true, this sounds like terrible business. Or you're like just not paying yourself a salary because you're, I don't know, trying to avoid tax or something. I don't know. Like this, you're either you're shit or this is like a deliberate choice to reduce tax burden.
These things. So I've said this for months. The show is going to be pre-recorded, right? And our goal was to save for next year because there are going to be expenses when it comes to having a live venue that were not needed this year. Things like, obviously the venue, AV, the team to run AV, hotel. Our goal was to save for next year because there are going to be expenses when it comes to having a live venue that were not needed this year. Things like, obviously the venue, AV, the team to run AV, hotel, food.
Yeah, no, Dev. What does working on it for 9 months mean? I spent 9 months working on this. Dude, this presentation is so retarded. If I say, let's say, okay, I say, oh, I'm going to start, I'm going to make a, a birdhouse. I'm going to do a woodworking project. I'm going to make a birdhouse. Very simple birdhouse, very basic starter birdhouse. I said I'm going to make a birdhouse, and I do a little I cut all the wood. I cut all the wood and I don't put it together, and I leave it sitting there for 9 months, and then I put it together at the end of the 9 months. Did I spend 9 months working on that birdhouse? No, I spent like 10 hours working on that birdhouse. I spent 10 hours working on that birdhouse. That's the reality. There is no way this took 9 months of work. That's not the case. It's just not true. My set did not take 9 months, and also, I would not claim that I spent all that time working on it. My set took, like, a collective maybe 15 hours across 3 or 4 days. 15 to 20 hours across 3 or 4 days. It was not a significant time investment. Truly. I was just being, I told you guys this, I said I was being very lazy. I said I was open. I said I was being very lazy. It's not being put together because I'm lazy. I've bought the stuff, I have the stuff, and I've not done it because I'm a lazy person. Stuttering Craig is sitting here saying to me, I spent 9 months working on this. This isn't a grift. Well, how did you spend 9 months working on this? There's no way this took you 9 months. That's not possible.
All that stuff, right? This is event management like 101. Everybody who's ever run an event knows that it costs a shit ton of money to do these things. And I've been very clear on this. The one thing I haven't
How am I becoming Maltese?
Is none of them have asked how much money Jeff Keighley makes every year on his award show. And I'll say this over and over again. This past weekend.
Yeah, nobody's asking that. Did I say the thing? The thing is. Anyway, nobody asks how much Jeff Keighley making because Jeff Keighley's show doesn't suck. Jeff Keighley does a good job. So nobody sat there thinking, man, I know how much you made off of this. When you do a terrible job, people are like, how much money did you make off this? You put no effort in. You're far away from your mic right now, which is multi-coded. Sorry, I was swinging on my chair. I was stimming like a retard. I'm close to my mic now. Stim on cam, please. No. I want to make a gif of you stimming. No. Dude, the Chud stimming gifs from DebateCon, that shit was so funny. Where he's stimming with the pen and then he drops it off the table. Dude.
And the sheer attacks and the literally slander on me proves exactly why voting membership needs to exist and why it's important. Because if we had sponsors to this show, they're immediately going to fold to a hate mob that goes after them. And
someone
I don't
send
want
it to me. I'll
that
play
to
it.
happen. The show needs to be funded by its audience. Otherwise, when you add sponsor money, when you add corporate money, you add corporate responsibilities and a corporate voice. And I don't want any of that bullshit attached to this show. That's why the voting membership is important. They proved the point by themselves this weekend by attacking the show. So thanks. Appreciate that. You guys got anything on that or anything I missed?
Yeah, but what did the money get spent on? Like, it was just a YouTube video. Well, I better see, like, what? Let's see that. Okay, so you're saying you saved it all for next year. He wasn't clear about how much was saved for next year, but you're saying basically you cut costs this year to save for next year. All right, let's see what he does next year. He's saying, give me another shot, guys. I know that wasn't great. Give me another shot, guys. He didn't say he knows that wasn't great, actually. He didn't accept any fault or accept that it was dog shit in any way. He deflected the whole time. Even with the Celico thing, he's like fucking acting like a petulant child and being totally retarded, not understanding why you would reach out to devs and form a relationship with them to make your award show better. But let's see next year then. He's saying, give me another chance. I pointed out in my video on this event, being anti-sponsor and influenced by sponsors is fine, but now you're influenced by desires of voters who are also paying you. Yeah, I mean, it's the anti-woke show now, because it's the anti-woke viewers, and that's who's paying for it. That's who votes. I mean, it always was going to be. But again, it's just the whole thing is retarded. You're defining yourself in opposition to the industry. Very retarded move. Wow, what a terrible fucking event. I'm glad we got through all that though. That was epic. That was epic content. Oh yeah, Chud raped you during the Alex stuff. Have any of these no, I didn't see Bonlith. Have any of these guys covered the Elon? I do have a gate on my mic, yeah. Why is it wrong? Have any of these guys covered the, what do you call it? Elon Musk, Assassin's Creed, Shadows thing? Or are they avoiding that? Any of these channels, any of these daily gaming news channels?
If you just...
Oh! Have we got Grum's criticism here? Are people getting sick of Grums? What's this?
Let's talk about all the insanity that happened on X between Assassin's Creed.
Oh! We picked it out. Oh, Grums needs to own it and take the L. Maybe they actually are saying Assassin's Creed raped them. Maybe they are actually, because that was pretty embarrassing that Elon and Grums got just totally raped by the Assassin's Creed Shadows account. That was unfortunate.
Elon Musk, Grums, and Hassan Piker. If you had that on your bingo card for the day, I got to be honest, it was pretty silly. And it started with this initial tweet from Hassan Piker over on Blue Sky, which was interesting. He was paid to play Assassin's Creed Shadows once more. As you can see, it clearly says ad right there. And you see this all the time where influencers are paid.
I want to point out too.
Yes, sir.
This officially now means that Ubisoft is sponsoring a guy who is pro-terrorism.
We will get to that for sure, for sure. Grums,
oh my God,
tweeted that.
Shut up.
You can tell a lot about you.
Sorry, please tell me. I want to interview all these guys now. What are your thoughts on Jan 6?
Soft, with how much money they are throwing at terrorist platforming streamers, right?
Yep.
So that leads us to the response here from, if you notice at the bottom of the screen, I'll make it a little bit bigger here for you. Elon Musk chimes in, says Hassan is a fraud. Sellout would be more accurate. Objectively, he's promoting a terrible game just for the money.
Very socialist of him. Very, very.
This
very
is true.
socialist.
Very socialist. Yes. What was interesting about this was how Assassin's Creed responded, because they felt the need to chime in and give it up for their you have not seen this yet, Arch, have you?
No, I'm looking forward to the why terrorism is good take.
Well, this is quite interesting to see. So Elon talks here, and then if you recall, the controversy around Elon Musk not too long ago was about how he had a top character in Path of Exile 2, and it turned out it was leveled by somebody else. So Assassin's Creed chimes in and says, "Is this the guy? Is that what the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you?" Right,
Dude,
so
that's a brilliant response, though. Brilliant.
It is.
Why do they get the guy whose name is Stuttering Craig to read the tweets? Why doesn't Arch pull his weight?
It is. And I think that's the thing that I really want to point out here as we go along and talk about this is like, look, you can appreciate a good burn when there's a good burn. And that's a fucking great burn, right? It really is. Grums responded with Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't the hit Ubisoft desperately needs, analyst says. Kind of trying to clap back at Assassin's Creed here. Got 10,000 likes, but nothing in comparison to the 581,000 likes.
A million.
And the 34 million views here.
Mm-hmm.
To which Assassin's Creed claps back at Grums, saying, where is this? Right here. Our game is out. Which, obviously the controversy around Grums is he has his game Ember, and he's, there's a Assassin's Creed clapping back there, right?
W.
With 10 million. Now, okay, let's stop there. So, Arch, I want to get your thoughts, then we'll go to Blabs because, whatever. But Arch, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, The problem here is that both Elon and Grumps have massive weak spots that for some reason they elected to double down on again and again. Elon doubling down on his totally playing the Path of Exile accounts. Like, dude, you're the richest man in the world. You're trying to go to space. Nobody will be in lacking of understanding if you go like, yeah, I don't have time to level my Path of Exile account. I'm just going to pay somebody. Nobody would question that.
Right.
Grums too is like he's been doubling down on his Ember game for a very long time now with the parody game, and he didn't take the joke. And it's like, just take the joke. It's not that hard. And it.
Oh, people are really turning on Grums. Okay. This is good to see. This is good to see. That comes thing, that was funny. They just posted a fucking black interracial porn game with the same name as Grum's unreleased game. No, I'm not finishing my food first. I have to fucking talk. Fuck you, Shelby. Fuck you. This is a Tommy C stream now. Look, we're 4.5 hours in, okay? Fuck you.
It allows for sick burns like these, because they've now got both very easy to exploit weak points. Even though, again, I think Elon Musk has a point here. Like, the fact that he paid the dude to level his Path of Exile account doesn't change.
Well, I either eat and talk or I don't eat. Because Jesus Christ, I'm choking. I either eat and talk or I don't eat. Because I just keep putting it off. I just keep putting it off. Again and again. I never get to it. Because I'm doing this. And yeah. Fucked up.
Ubisoft is paying a dude who
He
promotes terrorism.
dies immediately.
Right. Well, the burn outweighs that at this point.
Yes.
Right. And
it's a snappier comeback.
Right. And I think that's probably the biggest thing here is, you know, I was telling Blaz about this before the show. So a little bit of a side story here. Back in my early 20s, I worked for Coca-Cola. And when I worked for Coke, we did this integration down at spring break. It was on the beach. There was a big stage, and like 5,000 college kids are there on the beach, and they're watching what you're doing on stage. We had bands, we'd also, and I was like an MC, right? Like a master of ceremonies, not like a rapper, right? But a guy who'd keep things flowing on stage, right? And while I was on stage, I tripped, right? I tripped and I fell, and everybody laughed. Everybody laughed at me, and I knew that I tripped. They knew I tripped. So you can do one of two things. You can either acknowledge it and move on, or you can pretend like it never happened, and then everybody sees it and you look like a fool. That's what I think is happening right here, right?
Yes.
Is like, dude, the best thing that Grumps could have said right here is sick burn, right? Like, that's it. Sick burn, you got me. And then just everybody moves on and everyone stops laughing. But by doubling and tripling and quadrupling down of like, no. Like, he's the one with the shovel right now. So like, just like, if you let your pride go and just be like, yeah, I fucked up, or hey, that was good, then everybody moves on and everybody stops laughing, right? Yeah. But instead you continue to be the punching bag in this right here. So
again, like that, the only reason why the Ember controversy is still a thing is because he has refused to do that, refused to just take it and go like, yeah, it's taking way too long. I'm sorry, etc. Same with Elon Musk too. Like, again, nobody will look at the world's richest man who's going to space and go like, no, you have to level your own account.
Right. And I think, look,
wow, I'm bored of this.